welcome to number 30, Dead Air, and this is the podcast that does not discriminate against anybody or anything, sex, religion, culture, nationality, you name it, whatever you like. We got it. We even had a Jehovah's Witness. Hello, Redban. How are you?
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Thanks. And I got two special guests here today. I don't know which one to introduce first. So I'm going to start with. I'm very happy to have Felipe Esparza.
What's up, fool? Felipe Esparza. How you guys doing, man?
Thanks for coming, buddy. We go
Thanks
way
for having
back.
Me. Way back, man.
Way back.
1995, 94, probably.
And you're a full breed. You know, you're born in Mexico.
Yes.
You're not one of these.
Hell no. Sinaloa, Snooki, and Fair and Square.
You know, the last time I saw you were outside the Comedy and Magic Club getting mobbed.
That's right. You were coming from the airport.
I was coming on the motorcycle, and I pulled over, and I said, "Hey, what's up, fool?"
That's right. I was out to the Comedy Magic, and you pulled over. Look at Brian Holtzman out of nowhere. Haven't seen him here since we did Cow's End.
And Joey Gaynor. Joey Gaynor is the most world-renowned ghost expert, specializing in the Comedy Store. So we heard about you last week. We wanted to bring you on. We tried to get a hold of Blake Clark, but he was off the grid and wasn't reachable. So we're going to get into you, and we're going to get into the Comedy Store and some of the things that went on there.
Among his accomplishments,
and
he fights the paranormal.
You got talking to that mic, right in the tip of that mic.
Oh, like that, right in the tip. How's that?
Yeah,
like that.
Right in the microphone,
Okay,
Joey
no
Gaynor. If that's your real name.
Is Joey the Gaynor the guy who did you write a book about Ted Bundy?
No, it's a different guy.
Different comedian.
There's also a serial killer named Dan Gaynor I'm no relation to. Good painter.
Is his mic on, or is he just...
No, the mic's off.
The
Our
mics are off now.
Now we are.
There it is.
Now we are. There it is.
Yeah.
Now I can judge.
So, welcome to number 30 of Dead Air. We got Joey Gaynor, we got Felipe Esparza, and we're going to talk about a lot of different things today. I want to dedicate this episode to my sister Sue, who's on the edge of passing on to the next place.
Oh,
Where's she going? Bakersfield?
She's not going to Bakersfield. And I got a picture of Dead Air. I wanted to show. We finally got a picture of the band. This is Dead Air. Jay's the drummer. I don't know if Jay is the drummer or Gunter is. I think Gunter is the bass player. Jay is the drummer. Ashley, of course, is the vocals. And they sent me this picture on the phone, and I blew it up. So now we know we can identify with who's.
Yeah.
This is a band out of Queens. They do the music for us because.
Have you been to see them?
No.
Oh, okay.
So
then you would've known
He just
somewhere.
met him.
Oh.
Yeah, we just been corresponding over the phone and whatnot.
Queens
Okay,
where?
No, just
Flushing, Queens, and they're called Bad Ashley, and they got like a punk fusion type hectic sound going on. You heard it. It's kind of hectic. It's kind of music you wanna play when you're hectic, you know, and you want to get up for something maybe. I don't know, but that's Ashley. That's Bad Ashley, and then this is San Antonio. San Antonio, he's the lead guitarist, and
Okay.
so this is Bad Ashley.
Cool.
So
much success to them.
And they have a new single out. You can go to their...
Hit It. I think it's called Hit It. But, I like the sound, and they're agreed to let us use the music without any problems. You guys are the first time you've been on the podcast, is that right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
All right. If you
you
don't
don't count
mind,
the
Quran or Bible?
Quran.
I don't know what to do with the Quran. I know the Bible, you raise your right hand and put it, and then you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Today, Felipe?
Yeah.
Okay.
Allah.
Bible, Quran, you want to raise your right hand and put your left hand on the Bible? You got to get in the mic. You got to get in the mic. You got to keep in the mic. If you don't want to get in the mic, then you just go outside in the parking lot. All right?
Hey, you sound like the guy that owns the pizzeria.
All right. Well,
hey, you, get over
this
here.
is the third time we told you to talk into the mic, okay?
Turn the radio off.
All right, Joey, it's the third time we told you to get into the front of the mic.
I'm right in front
All
of the
right.
mic.
Well,
okay.
stay there. All right, so we're
He
getting
didn't
off to
swear me in. I could say what I want.
we got off to a shout out to Kesley Huggins is paying for the food today. Thank you, Kesley. And Andrew Starkovin is a listener, and he likes the items of interest. Are you familiar with the items of interest, Felipe?
Say them again.
The items of interest?
Say them again. I didn't hear them.
That's usually the topics you
Right.
have
Some
opinions
things,
about.
some exciting things that happened today on June 30th. In 1864, Abe Lincoln gave Yosemite National Park to the state of California. And 26 years later, it became a national park and started the national park movement in America. So that was in 1864. 1882, James Garfield, the guy who shot James Garfield, the 20th president, was hung in Washington, D.C.
How hung was he?
He was a crazy lawyer who wanted a job in the government, and they wouldn't give it to him. So he caught him at a railway station, and he got shot on July 2nd, and he died 79 days later. He was the last president to live in a log cabin, if you can believe that.
Wow.
1905, Albert Einstein gave us the special relativity.
The theory of relativity.
1905. 1937, it was the first emergency number in London, 999.
Really?
No, I'm making it up.
Fascinating.
No, I'm making it up.
Unless you're in Germany, there's no, no, no.
1953, the first Corvette was produced. They only produced 300 of them. They had a lot of problems with
Then
it.
in 1979, the shitty movie came out. Corvette Summer.
That's right.
It went along with the 1953 Corvette. Guess how
That's
much
a
it
nice
cost?
car. Whoa.
Yeah, that doesn't even look like a Corvette.
It used to leak a lot, and each one was handmade, so they couldn't. They were never two identical. And guess how much it was?
2,800.
$5,000.
Redban?
30,000.
$3,490.
2,800. I remember. They were around in that price.
1966, the National Organization for Women was founded, the largest feminist group in the world.
Oh, yeah.
1966, they got together and decided they wanted to work. Yeah, everybody likes working. Yeah, we can work now. 1990, East Germany and West Germany merged their currencies.
Oh,
And
did
that was funny, you know, when they brought down the wall. You know, the whole world was happy and Ronald Reagan was happy. But if you were a West German and you were out on the grass and you had a picnic table and you had your family and you had food and the sun was shining, when that wall came down, it started to rain and the clouds came out and the grass turned to mud and you had all these East Germans flooding into the picnic area. Yeah, it wasn't what was portrayed, kind of. Maybe. Anyway.
What are you trying to say, Von Holtzman?
You had all these people with these parkas, these Eastern European parkas. You knew right away, just the way they were dressed, that they were from the East, and they had these coats that they wore from like forever. The same effing coats.
You have relatives, maybe?
And the last one is 1997. Bye-bye Hong Kong. That's when Hong Kong got taken back by China.
Oh, that's when they annexed it. Right?
That's right. So those are some of the fascinating things that happened.
Fascinating. You brought up Hong Kong today. President Pumpkin said that he's doing they're doing some kind of trade restrictions.
Yeah, you just want to see where my mouth is.
They're doing some trade restrictions
See where my
on
mouth
Hong
is?
Kong. They're doing some trade restrictions on Hong Kong because they said its civil rights are bad there. Well, who didn't know that? But it's too little, too late. China doesn't give a shit. So.
I contacted the National Weather Service today. There's a 0 chance of participation or rain today.
All right.
It's 78 degrees today in Burbank, California. Sunset will be at 8:10 p.m. The moon is going to be a waxing gibbons, whatever that is. I guess a waxing gibbons, they call it. It's a little bit more than... that's going to get picked up on the mic. Are we going to have problems with you on this whole podcast?
No.
No, just let us know now.
No, I'm sorry.
You've been told, you know...
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Brian.
You're embarrassing me in front of. This is no.
No, I know. Felipe and I know each other. We've been.
You got his phone number?
But no, we don't.
Do you have his phone number? No. If you don't have somebody's phone number, it's not that way.
Do you have his phone number?
See my face? See how close my face?
Do you have his phone number, sir?
Of course I do. How do you think he's sitting here?
And so, are you the guy that's calling him at 3, 4 in the morning, waking him up, going, "Hi, hi"?
No, it was a message. This was a message.
Oh,
all right. 8:10 p.m. Is the sunset tonight. The moon is a waxing gibbons. High tide is going to be at 6:26 p.m. if you're a fisherman. There's 50% humidity, which is pretty good. I guess 50% is 50%. You don't want it too hot.
Not too bad.
The wind is out of the south at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the biometric pressure is 29.1%. I'm not sure what that really is. Something to do with pressure. Yeah.
Well,
you want to give it a go?
I don't even know what that is.
Biometric pressure is 29.1.
Like nobody looking at it, but hey man, you better not go outside, man. The biometric shit. That shit's crazy, dog.
We better stay in.
Better stay in, man.
DoorDash it today.
Biometric lives matter.
Too much biometric.
And the moderate air quality is today. Moderate air quality today, whatever that means.
You know
moderate,
what that means in Los Angeles? You know what it means in Los Angeles? They might as well say, "You motherfuckers with asthma don't plan on lunch."
Yeah.
That's what it should say.
I don't even know what SIG alert is on the freeway.
It's named.
We have a SIG alert. What the fuck is that?
It's named after a guy named Sig. I swear to God.
Wow.
It's a trip.
SIG, like Sigmund Freud?
Something like that, yeah. Or Sig, just SIG, I think.
So you were born in Mexico. What was the name of the town?
I was born in the state of Sinaloa.
Wow. And yeah, there's a lot of Mexicans that they're drawn between the different culture, and they got chips on their shoulder. But you're like, you're into it. You're comfortable in your own culture and your own skin. You're not dancing around it. Oh, am I white? Am I Mexican? Do I like this food? And that's what I like. There's a lot of confused.
I like all foods. I cut my burrito in half, the way you cut your hamburger in half.
Wow, funny you should say that. I brought some food.
Oh my!
I had to bring a burrito and some chips because I knew you'd be here.
And I did not have lunch.
Look at this guy going out on the
I'm vegan though.
Why, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wow. Language? No.
Yeah, this is the.
Where'd you get it at?
Oh, I got it at a place around the corner.
This is really delicious looking.
Wait,
Janice,
is that a real burrito? You didn't get a frozen one?
You want to give this to Redban, please, so we can get a chance?
Oh, that's all right. You could keep it over there.
So, you've been you were going on a roll with the theaters and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got anything scheduled, or is it going to come up?
I had a show this weekend at the San Antonio, the Laugh Out Loud. And they already, I can't, well, it went from 300 seats to 100 now.
Oh, wow.
And they're just going to cancel it, so we cancel that.
Yeah, I heard that they just were about to cancel all the bars, right?
Yeah.
In Texas. Texas is a hot spot, especially Houston right now.
Yeah, the Improv, too, we canceled that also. We're not going.
Yeah. I have one in Miami in like 3 weeks. I doubt that's going to happen.
Yeah, to Kill Tony. Yeah, Tony Hinchcliffe. Amazing. You guys are really, they've really worked that into something that's just outstanding. Right from the belly room at the Comedy Store. What about you? What do you got? What can we look forward?
The Ding Dong Show.
Of you doing Don Barris? That's right, the famous Ding Dong Show. Outstanding. That's been going on for how many years?
I used to go to the Ding Dong Show on Mondays with chicks I met at other places. I would take them to that show, and then they would never want to come to the Comedy Store again.
And
the Ding Dong.
You take the good chicks to the Friday show.
And what do you think about all this nonsense with the comics and the people getting in trouble for doing stuff?
Well, man, if you have a girlfriend and you ask her how old is she and she tells everybody this many, she might be too young. For real, right? Don't bring a girlfriend around us that her voice going to change in 6 months, eh?
Oh, man, it's true, I tell you, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say because I know I'll say the wrong thing.
I know, man. It's a good thing that I would always chase older women.
Yeah, if they have to change their teeth, you're safe.
Yeah, man.
So,
Hey, when I was young, I chased older women because they ran slower.
there you go. You're
That's
coming
good.
on to your own now. We want you to be the best you can be. So, do you think, what's this ghost bullshit that you always talk about? Do you believe in ghosts?
No. I've been ghosted.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I've done a lot of drugs. Oh, who's that?
That's Blake
Kevin
Clark.
James? Oh.
Blake Clark.
Oh, that's that joke.
Oh, there's.
I went to Vietnam and served in, lived in the South after being punished for the same thing twice.
Yeah. So, Joey, tell us about the ghosts now. Do you really believe there were ghosts at the Comedy Store?
I don't like to talk with my mouth full. Give me a second here.
Sound like Bane now. And then we're going to hear Batman.
Spider-Man. All right.
Good
What
one.
is up with the ghosts at the Comedy Store is very simple. The building has been there, I would say by 1938 or something, it's going to be at least over 100 years old. It's always been a hotbed of activity. It's always been a nightclub, a restaurant.
Do you believe
showroom.
in ghosts?
Yeah, I just told you, yeah.
Do you believe in love after love?
And how can anybody take
Possibly.
How can anybody take you serious when you say you believe in ghosts?
Who cares?
It's like UFOs, People say they seen a UFO. How many people are on the planet? Billions and billions and billions. How come the sightings are so minuscule and they're always in the middle of nowhere?
I'll believe a UFO over a ghost any day. Or a
Amen.
chupacabra.
Yep.
Well,
The-
the reason you haven't seen a UFO is because you're not looking. And the reason you've never seen a ghost,
you might be the
they
most
don't
interesting
come to
guest.
gall-
You might be the
false
most interesting
prophets.
guest that I've had on this podcast.
Yes. I would agree with that.
Most interesting.
I really do believe. Look, my uncle was a bag man for Mickey Cohen in the 50s and used to meet him at Ciro's. And when I was working the door there many years ago with my friend Harris Pete, we would smoke cigars. We'd smoke cigars and walk around acting like gangsters and stuff, kidding around. And that stirred a lot of shit up, man, because I didn't know that in Santeria they smoke cigars to the smoke brings the spirits. The spirits come right in on the smoke. I had no idea that can actually be part of it. I don't know, but we evoked something and it woke up, and it's pretty wild. I mean, when you see stuff, you know it's real. You know it's true. I've seen things that maybe I'm lucky, maybe I'm not. I don't know.
What's your relationship with Carlos Mencia?
I'll call him right now.
I could just take so much of ghosts,
What?
And
Every time I talk to you,
No,
it could
but-
be on the phone, it could be on a fucking bus. Hey, the ghosts. Hey, the ghosts.
No, it's just
Fuck the
you know what it
ghosts.
is. I
don't need
think
the
it's your
ghosts.
cadence. I think it's the way your cadence is disruptive to me. I like people who just talk and then get it what they want to say out. You're kind of
Well,
the words are coming
the
up and
ghost
then they're
thing-
hanging out in your mouth for
the
5
ghost
minutes
thing
before
is
you say anything.
The ghost thing is not a yes or no easy answer because it has to be explained a little bit because it does sound wacky. I'm not.
All right, well-
I realize that.
Formulate your opinion.
Made a lot of money off those ghosts.
You did.
Of course.
How much?
What
I didn't know there was money in ghosts. Did you?
Oh, there's lots
No.
of money in ghosts.
How much money can you make in ghosts?
Hey,
They're paying shillings.
I wish they did. That'd be fucking great. That's more money than ours.
So what's your relationship with Carlos Mencia?
We have no relationship.
Yeah, you guys didn't really come up together.
No. I was sad because when they were accusing him of stealing jokes, like nobody asked me, like I was like, What do you think, Willie? I'm just sad I was never good enough to be stolen.
Yeah, Joe Rogan really gave it to him, and I got my hats off to Joe Rogan for having the gumption and the balls to challenge him because it was just too obvious. Felipe,
but from what I know now, that Carlos Mencia has been getting bomb threats at his shows lately.
Really?
Wow. I know from his. I don't know if you're good friends with his opener. No, his caretaker, some guy named Jose.
I don't know any.
Was some tall dude. Well, I'm good friends with his assistant. We chat. He hang out. He said that they were gonna do a show at the Miami Improv, and somebody called in a bomb threat on Thursday. They said that Boom Shakalaka was gonna perform and open, but no, but they're gonna bring back Chewy, Joe, they canceled that show, and then he went to do another show somewhere else and another bomb threat. So I don't know what's going on with that, but.
Yeah,
I'll find out and I'll come back.
Now,
let you know more.
Wait, did they threaten to bomb the theater?
The Improv.
Or Carlos was the bomb threat?
No, oh.
So is
there's
it like
more to me than fucking ghosts, all right there? You look like Steve Allen fuck Vincent Price. I love it.
Thank you for belittling me on my own podcast. So
is the bomb threat like a racist thing? You
no,
think, or is it?
I don't know I don't even know what he has said in the last 6 months, I guess, since the pandemic started or anything. But there's been like several bomb threats. I don't know who's calling them in.
Yeah, but Rogan.
The shows were sold out.
Joe Rogan did a good job by exposing that finally. And he did it eloquently, and it was. It had to be done. It was blatant. It was terrible stealing it.
Paul Mooney.
Oh, you got to get back. You got to get back. You got to keep back. You got to keep back on that mic like this. You want to go like this? You can't. You got to stay right there.
Right there.
And then remember in San Antonio?
See the way he's staying right there? He's not going back and forth.
Remember in San Antonio? In 1996, we were doing a comedy special for Showtime.
Yeah.
Dude, you're not gonna believe this. Carlos Mencia, I don't know where he came out of.
He came out of the woodwork.
He asked for a guest spot during a taping. In
front of me.
And he bumped Brian Holtzman, did 25 minutes.
Oh, man.
25 minutes.
And then Brian Holtzman went up there and said, "This is not a comedy show. I work for INS. We're going to lock the door to take everybody back to Mexico."
Everybody in the bus.
When I was working there one night, Carlos was running the parking lot. He just started working there, and he's running the parking lot. And I backed up, and I popped one of Mitzi's rear lights, the plastic, was on Jaguar. And I said to him, all right, let me repark my car. I'll go in and talk to Mitzi. As I park my car, he comes running back out. I told Mitzi all about it. And I was like, God damn, dude, So, comeuppance.
And what about the other fella that I know? And then I told him this. That didn't go over too big. They took me serious. I said, I know this is a Latino Laugh Festival because the paper towel dispenser in the bathroom hasn't been touched. And they did not like that. They did not like that at all. They wanted to kill me.
Then you said your mom was caught shoplifting at the Alamo.
Yeah. And remember Brenda from the Natural Fudge?
Damn.
Oh, man, and
Johnny Roberts.
John Roberts.
Hey, kid, we're going to talk, man.
I want to book you on Saturday night. Oh, great. You headlined the show. Oh,
the
great.
First time I watched...
Give me $50. Why? In case nobody comes. Oh, what the fuck?
We're not gonna start the show so people start ordering their $2. And, try the nut burger. I remember when I first walked in there because I saw it at the Alley Weekly because that was my agent back then. And I walked in there and I said, damn. And I didn't know shit about comedy. I just know the 80s comedy, the way they dress. Mark Pitta.
Yeah, right.
Was the coat and the little elbow pads right here.
Yeah.
Looking like Peter Parker. So I went in there, man, and I think I couldn't find a tie. I wore a bolo. I look like Johnny Redcorn from King of the Hill.
What year was that, would you say?
Man, that was 1994 or 5 at the Natural Fudge.
Yeah.
You started, you won Last Comic Standing
2010.
And you started comedy in 1994.
1994, 95, yeah.
That's when I got picked up at the Comedy Store in June of 94. But we used to run together, and down at the Natural Fudge and what have you. Oh yeah, I remember.
And also that room in
And then we used
Acapulco.
to work. We used to work together at the Laugh Factory late, and then you won Last Comic Standing. The next thing I know, you're throwing out the pitch at Dodger Stadium, and you blew up. I never saw you again until then. I rode my motorcycle down there, and I saw you getting mobbed out front of that damn church. Yeah, I call it a church because they run a clean shop over there.
It's
don't they?
clean, man.
Oh my God, jeez.
What's the worst club you worked at before?
The worst club I ever worked at? Wow. Well, let's see. There was one in Seattle.
Igby's.
I've done 5,500. No, Igby's was good to me. I had a good time.
Yeah,
at
remember
Igby's.
Igby's? Yeah.
I love the Santa Monica Improv. I was trying to think of the very worst club, and there's about 300 of them. But I would say probably Beaumont, Texas. That was a fucking bitch. And
oh, there he is. Yeah.
And hey, all right.
That must have been unbelievable. Because you used to work at the Dodger Stadium, right?
I used to work there making hot dogs.
Oh wow.
They're my friends.
The first pitch because I used to throw hot dogs. I used to walk around the stadium.
I used to sell souvenirs.
When they had koala bears, all right? That's how old school I go. Most of all, just want to work here to watch the game.
Man, I was so happy for you, man.
While, I didn't get to watch the beginning of the game. I watched the 7th.
You know, I met Reggie Jackson once, and I told him when I was a little boy, I saw Bob Welch strike you out in the World Series. And he got very offended, and he threw my arm around.
What an experience, huh?
You know, I went for the knuckleball because I know I probably won't be back.
That's why they say there's no business like show business. Where else could you get that kind of opportunity if you're not a player? You know? You have to be in the entertainment field.
People thought I was a caveman from Geico.
There he goes. The wind up. Is this it?
Yeah, look at the knuckleball. Look at the knuckleball. Ah! Hey, it was better than 50 Cent.
There you go, brother.
Oh man, kick ass!
You know, when I threw out the first pitch, I ran into Moshe Kasher, and that's my mom right there. That's my son, and I ran into him, Brody Stevens.
Oh yeah, Brody.
Like they were there watching the game.
Rest in peace, Brody. What happened to Brody? You think? What happened to Brody? What do you think made him?
He wanted to take it to the next level, man. He was one of those comics. Man. Like the room could be hot. I mean, like I've seen him like when the room everybody was killing it, and Brody goes up there and tries out new material.
Yeah, Brody.
Like he wanted to do his own thing, and we gotta respect that, you know.
I think he was upset. He wanted free checking, and I don't know if that. And then we Mitzi, we lost Mitzi. That was a big loss, huh?
Yeah.
You knew Mitzi pretty well, didn't you, Joe?
Since
Joey?
Since 1976.
Did you showcase for her too?
In 1976, March 15th, 1976, first time I ever went on, the very first night, she made me a regular.
During the strike, you were spying for her, huh?
No, during the strike, I was doing what Ed Asner, God bless him, former president of SAG, told me. It wasn't a strike; it was all bullshit, and they were using people, manipulating them to march and shit, and I was having no part of it. It was a personal vendetta started by the guy that had a personal vendetta against her, and I wanted no part of that because they were. I had a lot of respect for Mitzi. She was like my comedy mom, so she raised me and nurtured me.
Called a brown nose. No,
she raised me and nurtured me. She raised me and nurtured me. She raised me and well, where the fuck were you, dickhead? I'm talking about the woman that started me in the fucking business. You want some stuff? I'll give you some stuff. Okay? Right. You asked me a fucking question. You've been jacking me off since I got here. Well, look, I like you, but sometimes you talk like you're from fucking Mars. I'm going to lay it out to you. She was great at what she did. Bud was very good to me too. I had my ups and downs with Mitzi, but and Felipe will tell you she was great at what she did. Look at all the people she helped to get started. And I say that, and I like you. I'm not really mad, but I really, it's true. I really have a lot of respect for what she did and how she.
You know, what comics were not allowed to perform again after the strike? Like Elaine Boozler.
Yeah, they all had a beef with her before the strike. There was a beef and all of that. I don't hate anybody that was on the other side of the strike. I don't care. It's 40 years ago or more, 41 years ago. I don't have any malice towards anybody.
What about the Ghosts? Do you have anything?
No, the Ghosts weren't striking. They were guarding the coke.
You were originally
a lot of coke.
You're originally from Los Angeles?
Huh?
You're from LA?
No, I'm from Newark, New Jersey, Central Ward. Watch my city burn in '67. Anyway, so I grew up in what they call the ghetto. We called it a fucking neighborhood. All of a sudden, there's a race riot. Oh, the ghetto. So I don't know where the fuck that came from. The media. But I love the media. I don't think the media lies. Do you think the media lies? Huh?
No.
Good. Thank you very much. We know no one goes on Facebook and puts.
I know
bullshit.
they have to give the weather report like 13 times in a newscast, right? Every 5 minutes is the weather report. There is no weather in L.A. As you can see, there's no weather.
They'll do it today about 20 times. There's no protests. Nothing's happening right now in the corona jump, so they'll put a lot of weather.
Protests are still going on. I hear they're not telling anybody about them. They're kind of like going off that now.
Well, maybe they'll bring back General Hospital. Because I love General Hospital. I've been watching it since I'm 7.
Why do you like General Hospital?
I got hooked on General Hospital when I was 7 years old. I'd come home from Catholic school, and my mom would be watching it. I'd have to wait a half hour to watch cartoons. So I'd sit there and watch it, and then I started to know the story. And by the time I was like 7.5, 8 years old, I could sit with grown-ups and talk about General Hospital.
Who got married and got real famous? The most popular wedding on that General Hospital.
Oh, it was the... there was... wait a minute. There was a few different big weddings. Which wedding are you talking about?
The big one. One of them is something Geary is his name.
Oh, Tony Geary. Yeah, that's when him and Laura got married.
Yeah.
Right. And in
I
the
didn't watch the show, but it
storyline,
was
he
huge.
raped her and then he married her. It's really sad.
Fuck.
But now they've been addressing that again. They readdressed it again a few years later.
Willie Balsana. You know Willie?
Yeah. He was at General Hospital, but for getting beat up.
He was a good friend. He helped me once at a show in East L.A.
Tequilas on Pomona Road.
He got me out of there. He came up to me and he said, "Holtzman, you got to go now." And he said, "No, you don't understand. You got to go now. You got to go now." And I got out of there just before they closed the gate. They wanted to, you know what you guys do. You cut.
Then they wanted to shoot you.
They wanted to shoot me. Oh my God!
That was a crazy.
Did he tell you that story?
Yeah, I never been there, but I know that place was crazy. A lot of famous gangs came out of that place and ended up being on television. Also, they got TV credits.
So you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there was a lot of bikers there, a lot of gangs.
Some Latinos, they don't like white people, perhaps, I don't know, or common, my act. So some of them, they laugh real hard. They get, I'm only kidding around, And then other ones are like very militant, like you said, they'll take you to task.
Because it's all about respect. A lot of them.
Yeah, I guess they thought I wasn't respecting them, but no.
I lived in Whittier, Pico Rivera for 22 years. When I first moved here, that's where I lived, and I did some clubs there. And I'll tell you one thing about the Latino audience.
Montebello.
It could be real.
Okay.
Yeah, Montebello, all around there. Rosemead. Woo!
Pomona?
Pomona.
Fuck it. But anyway,
Norwalk.
they could be so tough.
Whittier?
No, they could be so tough. And sometimes they start just yelling at you, talking to you. It's like a college entrance exam. All the essay questions. Hey, essay, what the fuck do you know? Essay, you think you're funny? Essay. It's very tough.
I like the Latinos, though, I tell you.
So do I.
I'm
part Spanish.
It's no kidding around.
I am.
He's Guatemalan.
They can fix anything. They can do anything. They're the nicest people. They'll do anything for you. They're just great, and you just can't draw a line in the sand and call it California.
It's been
Mexico. It used to be Mexico before it was L.A.
I know. I was living in Glendale, and my neighbor was like this old. I'm Mexican, but he's like this older Mexican guy, and he'll go to work in a bicycle. Like this guy's 60, and this motherfucker fell off the bike. They told him not to ride the bike. He was going to work with a helmet on, with a medical helmet. And he doesn't even have a car, but he has one of those steamers in his house. Like he doesn't even have a car, but he has a fucking floor steamer in the apartment that he brings out. and he rents it out to other people. See, I don't see anybody else who was born in this country thinking like that. You know, like when am I gonna get the next dollar?
Right.
You know, how am I gonna get paid? I guess when you come from another country, when you have nothing, you just want to make money, man.
Yeah, that's why I believe there's room for everybody in this country.
You want to make money, man.
You know, this country's big enough. The white people are not doing anything. I was telling Redban, I got white friends who won't even ride the bus.
Let me tell you, man, but some people just cannot ride the bus, man. I know people who are Mexican, who are blacks, who had cars their whole life, who've been in the fucking bus for the first time. They're in a bus pretending they never been in a bus, talking about it's a social shock. Yeah. But being in a bus is scary, though, man. I remember when I didn't have a car, I would catch a bus from downtown LA to the Laugh Factory, and then from the Laugh Factory, catch the bus right there on Fairfax to the train, and then catch the train to Long Beach Laugh Factory, and then leave Long Beach to go catch the 1 o'clock in the morning show with you at the Laugh Factory, like all night. And let me tell you, man, every time I was in a bus from downtown, from Hollywood, the train from Hollywood to Long Beach, it's like a whole different fucking world.
How come you never asked me for a ride home? You know I would have gave you a ride home.
I don't know. I don't want to bother nobody. So I just, I remember writing a bit talking about the further you get in the MTA bus, the uglier people get.
Yeah,
like you know, Joey, the back of the bus is like the fucking bar from Star Wars.
Yeah, the back of the bus is where you find people that have, by the time you get to the back of the bus and it's been riding for a while, they've been there. People who have shit their pants, fallen asleep on each other. It's a living nightmare. It's a human pity. It's all fucked up.
Then in the front of the bus is all the old Asians and all the Armenians and all the Latina women.
Oh, I'm going back.
Holding their purses.
When I was a kid, you'd get on late at night in Newark, you'd get on a bus in Newark, and the bus driver would say, do you have a gun? No, I don't have a gun. He'd go, here, hold on to this till you get off. It's fucked up.
You live in Hollywood, right? You used to live in Hollywood.
Yeah, I used to live right next to Pink Dot.
But they're on fucking Schrader, right?
That's right. You had the apartment right next to the Pink Dot upstairs. You remember that?
There's an old lady, I don't know if she's Portuguese, Gypsy, Spanish, but she's not Mexican, right? She's always, she catches like there could be like 10 people on the bus stop, Redban, 10 people, and then she'll ask, do you have 75 cents? Because if you have for 75 cents, you're gonna get the whole fucking dollar. Nobody's gonna you're not gonna give somebody $1, they give you a quarter change. So he goes, you have 75 cents, and then whatever, she gets the money, people get on the bus, she don't get on the bus. Then she does it all day, and finally this black woman tells her, don't give that bitch nothing. She's a lying ass bitch. This bitch asked for 75 cents all fucking day. Don't fucking ride the bus. Fuck that bitch. But she didn't give. She ignored that lady. She goes, yeah, 50 cents.
Wow, that's a nice watch. What kind of watch is that?
Oh, bro, you don't want to fuck with this watch.
Is that a
50 p.m.
Jeez.
There's your old apartment, Brian.
You live there?
Yeah, this is where I used to live, and they tore it down now. Yeah. It's all gone.
Wow, finally. I didn't know you lived there. That's cool.
That was the worst.
They tore it down.
I used to park all around the corner when I had a car.
They tore it down.
Isn't Redban great? He just pulls that shit up right
up.
Up
with the rent there, man.
You know what they found when they tore that down, don't you? Bones. No, they didn't find bones.
They found Chewy's guitar.
That was.
They called him up. He went, "Oh fuck! I knew I left it somewhere."
Do you see your car there?
Wow, no, I don't see my car.
I can go back to 2007.
There, no, Paula didn't live there. That was she was up there when we were all
2014.
No, I left around 2004.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I had a Cadillac stolen right from the front. I had a back.
Why'd you have it stolen?
It was one of those big Brinheims,
Brougham?
4-door. Yeah.
Why'd you have it stolen? You said you had it stolen. Why'd you?
Well, what
insurance?
I meant is it was stolen. I didn't have it stolen.
Oh, I'm just clarifying.
No, I know you are.
Not to be mean. I'm not being mean. I don't
No,
want you to
no,
get
no.
hit with insurance fraud or, you know.
I think that's Ari Shafir's car right here.
You live there too?
Yeah, he lived there. Robin Williams, I think, lived there at one time.
Who owns
Yeah.
that Mitzi's place or what?
No.
That's up on Crest Hill. That was up on Crest Hill.
So you just give the apartment over to somebody?
Yeah, I just.
How much was the rent there though?
I-
Must be a lot, right?
It was like over $800. It was close to $900 when I left.
$900 for one person?
For one bedroom.
Oh wow.
That's actually cheap for
Nice.
Sunset Boulevard, right there at.
You can't find that.
That's
cheap no more.
the green truck is the apartment manager. That's Curtis's truck. He's a musician, studio musician. He was working down at the Mint. I don't know if he's still there. And there's the famous pink
I
dot.
think the Mint's. I don't know if the Mint's gone. I don't know.
No, it's still there. I pass it sometimes on my way up to the club. So
Right there across the street, right there on Kings Drive, right there, right there where that white car is.
Right.
I went to the Comedy Store and they were writing my name on the wall, and I was all excited. But then I looked over across the street from the Comedy Store, and I saw 10 federal agents show up in like Continental trucks, and they pulled over like some Greek-looking Armenian guy right in front of right there, right across the street. And man, it was so set up. Like they got him, they handcuffed him, they took a photo of him, they fingerprinted him, and they put his ass in jail. And they towed his truck,
Wow.
basically kidnapped him right there.
Wow.
a lot of crazy things happen in that club.
And my name's on the top of the wall too, on the side over here, on top.
On top, up here.
Yeah, up there.
Cool.
Yeah, I got in when I think before when somebody donated money to write new names.
Where's your
That was
name?
my group, right?
Main room, the main room entrance.
The main room, on top of the main room.
Yeah, right there. No, over here.
He'll-
Yeah,
he'll
right,
get
right
it.
there. There it is, right there, right on top. By Whoopi Goldberg, I think. There it is, right there by Cynthia Levine and Sherry Shepard. Yeah, they moved it. Yeah, right there.
And
And,
my name is right there too.
Yeah, there was Joe Rogan, Bobby Lee,
Freddie
Heath
Soto.
Hyde, Pauly Shore.
Freddie Soto, that was another loss.
Yeah, my name was.
Talented
They
guy.
called me up. They said, "Hey, man, somebody is gonna donate money to get the wall repainted. They're gonna write your name. You want to come down?" I said, "All right." So
Heck
I came
yeah.
down. But before all that, I was gonna pay someone to just put my name in.
You know, Freeze Love. You know,
Yeah.
Freeze Love. Unfortunately, they put a heater in the back on the way into the hallway, right over his name. I mean,
No fucking way.
Isn't that a bitch? You know, a heater.
When
Unfortunate. There he is. Freeze Love. He's a nice fella. He's very
He
funny.
opens up for Eddie Griffin, I think.
Right. You know who does that now is Thomas Ward.
Thomas Ward.
Yeah, he's his opening act over there.
Remember John Fox?
Yes.
Okay.
You got it. You got it.
Oh, I'm sorry. You remember John Fox? He's the guy who painted all the names originally on the wall. Mitzi hired him to paint the place black. So he paints it all black, and on the front wall, on the front sign, he paints with your MCs, Harris Pete, Joey Gaynor, Argus Hamilton, John Fox. So Mitzi comes back from La Jolla, and there's all our names. And comics are fucking calling up, "What the fuck, my name is..." So she pulls up, and I'm standing out there. It's Thursday night, and she looks at the wall. She stops the car and looks at it. So I know there's going to be shit. She stopped the fucking car, and I'm standing there, and she goes, "What the fuck is that?" I said, "Oh, do you like it?" She goes, fuck that." She drives up like 100 miles an hour, stops the car. She actually got upstairs like that fast. The phone rings in the booth, cover booth. Then the girl says, "Joey, Mitzi wants you up in the office." Oh, shit. So I go up in the office. And she goes, "What do you know about that?" I said, "Well, John painted him on there, and he thought it looked good." She goes, "What do you think? The names of the comedians all over the place." I said, "I think it's a good idea." She goes, "Go back downstairs." And she's really, like, fired up. She calls John Fox the next day, and she goes, "John, you You did a great job painting the store. I got a lot of work for you. And he's thinking like, oh, wow, La Jolla and the college tour. And he's telling me, man, I thought she was going to send me out there in the college tour and put me out. And she goes, John, I want you to paint the names on the whole fucking Comedy Store. I'm going to give you 400 fucking names. So up top by the Comedy Store sign is where it started with all the names. And he put my name, his name, Johnny Carson, Andy Kaufman. He put... on the other side, under that sign, because that went up higher at one point, and he put all of our names. Now my name is right in there by the window with Johnny Carson and stuff.
And this is the hotel that your friend jumped off of.
That was Steve Lebetkin, yeah. Poor guy had some problems and...
he wasn't getting spots.
It was way deeper than that. It was way deeper than that.
He's good friends with that comedian with the long hair, right?
Which one?
Richard?
Oh, Richard Lewis?
Richard Lewis.
Yeah.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, we all knew each other back then. We all
So tell us some crazy stories. Tell me a crazy one of the ones that you remember right off the bat after you blew up. I mean, there must have been some crazy,
You tell the story about when you blew up, and then I'll tell one about how I imploded. That'll be good.
Well, I was on Last Comic Standing, and little by little, I started noticing, okay, I'm moving up. I'm not getting kicked out. So then they hired a private investigator to look us all up to make sure we're not perverts.
Oh, to vent you. Right?
Yeah, to make sure we didn't molest kids, and then we're hanging out in a ding dong show. So. They get back to me and they tell me, Felipe, you have 2 outstanding warrants and 2 failure to appear in court and a couple of possessions that are pending. You he goes, they're you could get picked up any time.
One wrong stop sign.
And I said, hold on, man, you must be thinking about George Perez now. But he said, that's a friend of mine. He said, I told him, listen, man, it's all. He goes, I haven't been arrested since, I told him what year, and with the last time I spoke to a police officer, what year. Then I told him that I have a brother who's a professional criminal, I said. He had never had an email, a Yahoo, a NetJuno. He had never had MySpace. He don't exist. He goes, there's a photo of him. He goes, I think he used my name. I think he stole my identity. And the private investigator said, well, man, you better find a photo of him to prove, so I can match it up with the arresting photo. Other than that, we're going to have to kick you off the show.
Oh, my word.
So I found out where my niece lives. He goes, send me a photo of your dad. And she sent me a photo of my brother, and they locked them up together. And I continued on to the show. But there's a couple of comics, if you notice on one photo, the 1 week, they're all on it, and the following week, they're not on it. But when we took the photo, everybody that was getting kicked out the show, they got put on the side.
So they could crop them off.
Crop them off. So I was getting scared, man. Every time I stood,
all that hard work,
I was fucking paranoid every week about knowing where I was gonna stand.
That's how I feel at any day job I've ever had. Yeah, people don't realize that. They say, "Oh, get on TV," or you go. They don't understand the hoops that you have to jump through.
So many hoops.
Unbelievable. Vicky Barbalak did very well. She didn't win, but she did very well. She's really capitalizing on it. And you got to give it.
I've done several television series. I've been on several. Robert Townsend's Partners in Crimes and The Parenthood, and I was on a series called First and 10 on HBO that OJ starred on. That's why nobody knows who I am. And I was a co-star on the show the last season. And you have to really go fucking nuts. I lost a gig in the Mauritius Islands. This is how fucked up this business is. They got me all set. I got a passport. I'm all set to fly to Mauritius Islands to film the...
I don't know how fucked up it is. He's throwing the ball out at the damn Dodger Stadium. He wins.
Not him. I'm talking about crazy shit that happens. Never mind. What do you care?
No, he's going to his falling out of grace story. Remember, we said he would do one how I blew up and one how I came down.
How did you? What happened to you at the Comedy Store to make you?
You know what? Nothing. What happened was I was hanging out with Sam, as a lot of us were. And Paul Mooney.
You used to open up for him, huh? And right?
No, never opened up for Sam. No, I was not a member of the Outlaws. I was a gunslinger, so it's a big difference. I shoot up the town and get the fuck out of there. And I could tell you some serious stories about that kind of shit. Like in Lubbock, Texas, we crawl out from under the fence at the spa, and the cop goes, this 5'4" cop, electric gliding blue little motherfucker, looks at me and goes, "All right, Mr. Hollywood, I saw your name up there on the marquee, Mr. Hollywood, come to my town. What were you doing in that pool?" And I went washing off the whipped cream, and there's me and 3 waitresses, and he goes, "Oh, wise guy." And it's a good thing the owner of the spa who told us, "I don't want to give you the keys, fuck that, just go under the fence, the fence is broken." And he come running across the street, or I would have had probably gotten beat up by Robert Blake Jr. But lots of crazy shit like that. I got sick for like 4 years. A lot of things happened to me in life that I had to pull back.
Kind of derailed you a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. I had to take care of my mom when she had cancer and stuff like that. And I don't want to meddle. It's what you do. And but I still was doing movies. And I mean, here, I just wanted to shameless self-fucking promotion that I am.
Yes,
Promoter. See, I did a movie with me and Fred Asparagus called Galaxis with Bridget Nielsen. She's 6'4". I'm 5'8".
Freddie Asparagus, he was really.
He said something. I know this when you say it to me. I know this. I doubt it. See, me and Freddie were a team at the time.
I'm going to do something.
Yep. Me and Freddie were a team at the time. I did Comedy's Dirtiest Dozen with Chris Rock and well, here, we can shoot. Is there cameras?
You're the classic one, man.
Yeah, we did this. Now there's only 8 of us. 4 of them are dead. But Bill Hicks is on that. Steve Pearl. Otto and George, the late Otto and George, the late Bill Hicks, the late Monty Hoffman, late John Fox.
Wasn't Ben Creed in one of these?
Yeah, Ben Creed's the host.
Yeah, I opened up for him.
I did this documentary, which came out in 2017, which is fucking outrageous. You got it.
I Am
when you
Sam.
see the uncut, it's great. You see the uncut, it's great.
You know they have IMDb now.
In this movie,
Killing Grounds.
It's great. I get killed by 2 brat packers. Anthony Michael Hall and Courtney Gaines beat me to death with my own prosthetic arm. So it's a great. And this I wrote. The director called me up and he says, "You owe me favors." I said, "Yes, Kurt, I do." He goes, "I'm sending you a script. Punch this shit up." Because the language was so fucking bad. He actually had women. A woman that was supposed to be an ex-stripper or something, calling the men, "Hey, cunt," and people don't talk like that. So I redid all the dialogue. The actresses were happy. The actors was happy. And Days of Darkness, and I play 3 different zombies in it because it's like really fucking low budget.
You've been on other stuff, right?
Yeah, there's more shit, but I didn't have a bigger bag.
Do you?
Anyway.
Do you have what?
What happened?
Do you use the?
Yeah, I did.
Hollywood Shuffle.
No, I wasn't in Hollywood Shuffle. Unfortunately.
Do you use the miser technique? What's your technique to?
My technique, cowboys and Indians. And I don't mean that in a racial way. When you're a little kid, you play cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians. You play army, a good guy, bad guy, whatever you do. And when you're a little kid, you commit. Okay, I'm the bad guy. I'm going to be a bad guy. Now you're the bad guy. You just go be the fucking bad guy. Stop sitting there going, "I got to write 40 pages of backstory." You don't know if that backstory you're writing is what the fucking writer was talking about. It's all bullshit. Get in there and just use your fucking memory. If you got to cry, I don't need that shit.
What's that?
You're crying because your dog died. That's the wrong way. No, the director wants fucking
what's
tears,
that called
motherfucker.
when you do it that way?
The miser technique?
Is that the miser technique?
No, I don't use any miser.
How about
bullshit.
breaking down the script? They say break down the script.
Well, you break. That's bullshit too because everything is right there in the script. Everything's right there. Breaking down what? Breaking down shit that the writer didn't
I'm just trying to figure out if that's the miser technique.
It's not what I'm talking about is nothing to do with miser.
Technique.
Has nothing to do with Meisner. It's something I learned.
It's like the
something I learned
rogue actor technique, I guess.
No, Timothy Carey.
So you just strut on the set and you just
No, I study and I develop my character, but I don't go through all
What
this.
are
I
the
got to
two
write
types?
40
What are-
pages.
Right.
I got to write 40.
Well, that's
you know
the
how
writer's
every time and thank God, every time I've gotten an audition, every time I've gotten a part, I'd say 95% of the time, and I'm not bullshitting. I'd go in, I'd read, I'd get home, and the phone would ring, and my agent goes, "What'd you do in there?" I went in and did it. Yeah, okay, you're booked for 6 weeks. What the fuck did you do? I mean, they're still looking at people, but they're booking
That
you.
looks
I
like
don't-
Sebastian, don't it?
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just
Are you currently now being represented?
yes, commercial talent. Neela and Sheila. Neela and Sheila. Shields and Yarnell's kids. Neela and Sheil.
I'm trying to remember what the two types of
Neil and
acting is.
Sheila, for crying
Miser
out loud.
technique, and then what's the other one?
There's Meisner, Stanislavski.
Stanislavski. So
There's,
what makes
and the other one is
natural experience?
Struthers.
No. There's memory. What are the
Sensory
sense memory. Look, I took acting classes with some.
So
good
I'm
people.
just trying to figure out what was yours.
Here's what I
yours
figured
close
out.
to? What was yours?
I would say this.
Yours is close
What
to.
mine is closer to. What I did is I took many of these things, and they would drive me nuts. And then I decided one day, I'm going to play a biker on Young and the Restless. Okay. I don't really have any lines. I'm a glorified extra. I was getting scale, but I was a glorified extra. Okay, but I'm going to be a fucking biker. I want the cast to be fucking scared of me. So I'm going to be a biker. When I walk in there, not all day and night, scaring people, all that bullshit.
Are you a loose cannon on the set?
No, not at all. I'm very, very serious when I'm on the set, and I have fun. But I'm not. There's money it's money, man. It's fucking money. You fuck up. You cost them $10,000. They remember that. You don't fucking work. Then you're crying while you're bartending. You're crying about the business. So I'm sick and fucking tired of actors who thought they were Brando, and then they're bitching about the business. Oh, well, I didn't take your shit. Well, fuck, motherfucker. You're taking shit here at Starbucks from a guy 10 years younger than you. You couldn't take some shit for $20,000 a week? You fucking idiot. So I take this very seriously. He knows what I'm talking about.
Are you hard to work with on the set?
No, I love working with people. I work with kids.
You ever
that
stole
got
it?
over big.
You ever-
All I Want for Christmas.
You
Thora
ever,
Birch and Ethan Randall. And if you ask them, they'll tell you.
I heard it's
They
hard to
remember.
work with children and animals.
Yes,
birds.
Here's the thing.
I think
W.C.
birds are the
Fields.
hardest because you don't know what they're going to peck at.
Yeah,
They're always
your
hungry.
eyes.
Birds are always hungry.
W.C. Fields said it best. If you're in a scene with kids or animals, you're not in the
bother
scene.
me.
He said you're not in the scene if you're in there with kids and animals. And when I did the movie All I Want for Christmas with Leslie Nielsen and Dora Birch when she was little and Ethan Randall and Lauren Bacall. Anyway, I got on the set. And the first thing I did, I walked over to the two kids and I went, "Hey guys, I'm Joey. Nice to meet you. So we're in the first scene they're shooting today. We've got a few minutes. How do you want to do this?" And the kids just looked at me and they went, "Well, you're the adult." I went, "Yeah, but you're the stars." And the kids, from that moment on, we got along great. I had no problem being in the scenes with them. And even the tutor on the set came over and says, "I've never seen an actor like charm the kids so quickly." And I said, "Well, I talked to them. They're actors. They're making more money than me right now. They're actors."
I admire your passion for this.
But I love this shit. What, are you kidding?
Let's get back to the biker. What'd you do?
Oh, on Young and the Restless, what was great was I was playing a biker.
You got a tattoo, showed up with a black eye?
Well, no, it was cool. No, I wore my headbands, leathers, and shit. I had all that shit. I just didn't have a bike. But anyway, I'm playing the part, and we're in a jail cell. And the star is going to come in because her boyfriend on the show is also in jail, and he's in a suit, and I'm in all my biker shit. So she comes in through, and she's beautiful, looked like a Latino actress or whatever. She walks in, and the director in the booth goes, "All right, everybody, when she comes in, hey, baby, you guys are in jail. It's a woman, blah, blah." All right. So she walks in. Everybody in there except me. Everybody in the fucking cell. The Mexican guys, the Chinese guys, the white guys, the black guys, all go almost in unison. "Hey, baby, over here." Like 20 Stallones. Hey, fuck. So I jump up and I run to the bars and I go, "Orale, look, why don't you dump this, this white feather boy over here, me and you, we go for a ride, I go on my motorcycle, vroom, vroom, and I did some Spanish that I knew that was kind of. So the director goes, okay, stop, cut. All right, the biker guy. And I go, oh, great. Now I'm going to get fucking fired. He goes, okay, get him a bump-up contract. What was it you said? I said, well, basically, I said, hello, lady. You want to, hi, beautiful. You want to go into yeah, okay, do that again. The rest of you guys die down. And you're not all from New York. So I wound up getting 3 fucking days. But you use your fucking head. I mean, I was in a scene, and I just said, you know what? Whenever it could be one fucking line. In my mind, the movie is pivotal to the one line. So I give him the best you can do. And you can ask Theo Manhattan about that. He is a young man I mentored. Doesn't need any mentoring now. He's fucking dynamite, and he does the same. He's been very successful following my method. There are several comedians who have followed my method, and it's just simple. It's very simple. And I don't really call it a method. I call it common sense. Like Thomas Paine. Do you like Paine? Do you like Paine, Brian?
So breaking down the script and actions and
I like.
No. You do all of that.
Did you see that movie Payback?
Payback with Mel Gibson. I just won my 26,000 or 76,000.
Did you see that? Did you see the Asian lady and that guy who liked Pain?
No.
It was funny as heck. You got to watch it.
You know, when you say break down the script, yeah, you do all of that. But what I've always said when I'm doing something is, okay, I'm going to do this scene. What do I want to do in this scene that I've never seen? Something I'd like to see that other movie fans would like to see that no one's done. So you find a way to... Hey, there you go, Chris Christopherson, Devane.
So have you done any acting? Is it okay if I talk to him for a while?
I wish you would.
I've been on that show. I've never auditioned and gotten something.
No, you're not going to audition.
I auditioned for a commercial and I got it.
Auditioning is...
Cool.
But I was a Target commercial for the internet. And everything else, somebody hooked me up. Oh, yeah, I did audition only one time. I did a self-tape, and I'm not good at self-tape because somebody never holds the camera right, or I don't have a camera, or I have nobody to read the lines with me, or I'm on the road, or I'm too high to do it.
Oh, that's how they're doing it. That's how they're doing it now. They're all,
when you're stoned,
you just send them your video?
Yeah.
That's how they're doing it now, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go somewhere, you pay $25 probably. There, I did that one. See, I paid all those characters.
Mobile contract.
Here to help find you the right plan.
Thank you, Redban.
And I did a Honda Fit commercial too that same year. Yeah. And
So you don't need headshots anymore. Somebody was telling me the other day. Is that right? Is that dumb
me
head?
and Laura Lapkin.
Is the headshot game over now? That stupid
Oh no, man!
headshot
No
game?
more.
No.
Put it this way, man. I didn't know that they don't take black and white.
No.
Oh, now it's
only.
at color now?
Right.
You know, they keep changing their mind every 6 months, you know, how they want the headshots to be.
So I did that one.
Versatile. Like the 2015 Honda Fit. Are we going to a party?
We're just going to the movies.
Look at that! I did that movie, that commercial with a cold sword, bro, like a soldier.
Groceries, rebels. Show off. It's slick design with a picture and a witty hashtag.
Can I, go to work now?
Always define expectations. The all-new 2015 Honda Fit. Un buen fit for you.
Now,
Yeah.
how long did that take? A long time. All day, right?
All day. I did. That's funny because that English commercial only aired once, and it aired during Last Comic Standing. And the other one they aired were all in Spanish. So
When did you know you were going to be the winner?
I didn't know till I won, man.
Is that the truth?
Last Comic Standing, yeah, I didn't know till I won.
Were they SAG?
So somebody must
They were
have
SAG, yeah.
Somebody must have been upset that thought that they were going to win. If you didn't know till you won, there was probably somebody else.
Yeah, the other
who
four
thought that
losers,
they thought they were going to win.
You better believe it.
I didn't know, man.
But you could still have a nice career if you don't win. Look at
Let me
Vicky
tell you, man,
Barbalak. She really-
second place always moved up ahead.
You know who?
It all depends.
You know who never won anything and went on to have a great career?
Who?
No, I didn't know if maybe you guys knew.
Johnny Short Jeans?
What do you bring him up for? You keep dropping names. This is bad. This is very bad. I keep trying to tell you. I tell you over and over. I don't understand. I just don't understand what's wrong with you. You just you continually drop names. You're gonna get whacked. You're gonna get fucking whacked. And I got no lime. I'm gonna dig the hole.
You used to have a joke you said about you don't pay hookers to have sex with you. You pay them to.
No, that was a quote. Thank you for remembering that. It's Frank Sinatra said that. I don't pay.
Because now Charlie Sheen says he said it.
Well, he got it from Sinatra.
He got it from you.
Said it. I didn't get it from me.
What you doing? Are there a cone?
Yes, the cone of.
Get some scissors, cut it.
Well,
yeah, nobody can share any of that now, right? Because of the coronavirus.
Yeah, man. At first, I was scared of that stuff. You know, in the beginning, because there was no toilet paper, and it got crazy, bro. Like there was really no toilet paper. Like I was buying toilet paper from Mexico. Like I knew comedian friends that I know, and I was wiping my butt with toilet paper I haven't seen before. Like toilet paper I grew up with, like light green, light pink. When toilet paper used to come out in colors.
Well, I love lucha libre, so masks are no problem for me. You know, I love it.
Do you do the theater too? Do you do stage acting as well?
Yes, I've done.
You find that
acting.
difficult with how you approach film? That must be a different.
It's different.
Thing.
It's
you
a
can't
different
go
thing.
on there like a.
No, I approach it differently because I want to.
Bull in a china shop.
No.
I mean, those people are kind of delicate.
I approach it differently.
Those stage actors, I think. I was in a play once, and it was everybody had a tiptoe around.
Is it true, like in the comedy boom, if you have a good car, you can headline?
I'll tell you what that was. It's kind of true. If you wouldn't headline. If you had a good running car,
you could feature.
Open.
You could open for the headliner.
Drive everybody around and get an extra $20 for gas every day.
So you can make a living, basically.
I was in the Midwest. I was playing a club,
I
took the middle act.
You can eat.
I was headlining in Kentucky, and I took the middle act and the opening act for lunch. And I paid for lunch, and they couldn't believe it. They went, "Wow, the headliner! We always have to pay for him." I said, "We got to start kicking their ass, man. You got to start, throwing a few punches here. You don't pay for them."
I didn't get to do any items of interest today.
Well, they're not interesting.
Oh no, they're items of interest.
To who? To you?
Not to you.
But not to me.
No, but
not to me.
People really like them.
No,
they're items of it. It's
go
like
ahead,
if somebody told you an interesting thing, wouldn't you say, "Wow, that's interesting"?
Sometimes.
Oh no. They're all interesting. They're all interesting.
You can do Harvey Keitel impersonation.
Actually, yeah. I don't know about the voice, but
Well, Pete Rose.
it's Harvey Keitel, right? Here, this is silent Robert De Niro on acid. No, this is Robert De Niro on acid. Okay.
It's also a silent movie.
It's great for a podcast.
It's Big Dunlap on cocaine.
The idea was the hand shoots the other hand. If you waited 2 more seconds, but I understand your generation doesn't have any patience because your
No, it's not that I have patience.
Speed.
I'm not used to your cadence. That's all. You have a different
That's
cadence.
because my cadence is original.
Ollie Prater, legend or not?
Yeah, I would put him in the legend category. Any motherfucker that could do 150 cities in a year and live that long, and what he did, but Ollie was a legend. Ollie brought himself up from a nothing act, and really I'd see his writers and I'd thank him. Hey, all right, brother. Okay, hey, good for you. All right. No, Ollie was a very.
That's true. He was a Mencia of his time.
He didn't steal. You know what? Ollie didn't steal jokes from people. Ollie would come up to you and go, "Are you still doing that joke about the cocksucker?" And I'd go, "No, I don't do that anymore. Can I have it?" "Yeah, Ollie, take the cocksucker joke and the blowjob jokes here. There's a whole drawer full, and go do them."
You met him? You met that guy?
Never. I only met him. Know him.
91. So.
I opened up for Frank Manzano.
Oh wow!
And he told me about him.
Wow. Yeah, Ollie was amazing.
Yesterday.
Ollie was hysterically funny. Other guys that were really, when I first started there, I was hanging around there in '75. I'd seen Freddie Prinze live and Pryor live, and I said, I got to go see Richard Pryor. He's at the store. I hung around every night and became a regular in '76. Then for 2 years it was a struggle, and finally I figured out what I was doing. But when you asked me earlier about Mitzi and Sam and all of that, why I was out, Paul Mooney was putting me on after him at the store. Because he came up and he goes, Mitzi's not giving you any time. I'm going to put you on after me. Every night I'm going to finish at 1:40. You better be motherfucking funny or I will run you out of this fucking club. And I said, yes, Mr. Paul. So he put me on, following Mooney every night for like 8 months. I got a little following, and Mitzi calls me in the office. I got to let you go because you're going to be another Sam and have guns. And I'm like, what are you, out of your mind? Have guns? What the fuck? So it was crazy. But and then me and Freddie went back and patched things up, and we were at the store for quite a while.
Freddie?
Asparagus. I'm sorry, people don't know. He was the bartender in Three Amigos. He was Baby Hernandez in Havana with Robert Redford. He did a lot of good work, an awful lot.
And a great guy.
Great guy. Very funny.
Did you ever meet him?
Never, but he was also a drug dealer in the movie Colors.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
He goes,
No,
I don't care about these fucking mayatas there.
No. In Colors, he's running the hot dog stand, and they only gave him one line because his girlfriend took a picture, and Sean Penn said cut him down.
No, when they raided the place, they have a handcuff too. They handcuff him, I think.
Oh, I never saw that. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Robert Duvall.
How about the guy in Training Day? Did you ever get your shit pushed in?
Oh.
Man, that guy rocks, man.
Yeah.
That was so scary. That was scary, that guy.
What's scarier is that the lead actor in that scene, he's not even Mexican. He's from New Zealand.
The guy with the big mustache?
Yeah.
Who was the guy?
Yeah. His name, I don't know his real name, but he's a Maori from New Zealand.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Holy
Maori.
cow.
Yeah.
Those are some good acting, man.
Good acting.
Oh, what movie are you talking about?
Training Day.
They got him in the bathtub, ready to
That
blow
guy
his
is
head off,
also
man.
in the movie about New Zealand, about the wife and the husband. They're kind of
Ones were warriors.
What? Yeah. Okay.
Jakey Jake.
Yeah, man, that is a badass movie.
Badass movie,
That's a
bro.
great movie.
Which one is that?
We were warriors.
Once we were warriors.
It starts-
Once we were warriors.
It is a fucking badass movie.
Get a case of beer. Let's get a case.
The lead actor in that movie, he plays he plays Boba Fett's father in the Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Jargon Fett.
Yeah.
And he fucking kicks ass in
There's
this movie.
some great stuff in that movie. They deal with so many fucking subjects.
Welfare system.
How
domestic.
about Harsh Times?
Oh,
man.
Oh, yeah.
Holy cow,
Oh, yeah.
that guy
yeah.
Christian Bale can act, man.
And then when that guy gets stabbed in the bar for no reason.
Have you guys ever seen Killing Zoe?
Yes, I did.
Whoa!
Killing
Is
Zoe's
he-
awesome.
Yeah, Killing Zoe.
That is some good. Oh, man. That's scary shit. You got something to drink? Yeah. Yeah, this ain't got... This glass has the least amount of shit in it. Here.
Eric Stoltz, right?
Eric
Yeah,
Stoltz,
yeah,
Michael
yeah.
and Michael Bender.
He doesn't
or-
know that he has AIDS. He got exposed to AIDS when the blood went all over him and in his cut.
in the movie?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that part.
One of the people that has AIDS gets shot. One of the guys has AIDS. One of the bad guys gets shot. There's a burst of
The
blood.
Asian guy from that band is in this movie too. Smashing Pumpkins. That's Julie Delpy. She's a French actress.
He's going to get Me Too now.
Hey, if you want, you can pull up the scene of me getting killed by Anthony Michael Hall.
I don't have a DVD player.
No, that's okay. I didn't realize.
It's on YouTube, man. It's on. You can
So
find
it's
it.
nice
Find it on E-Bombs World.
It's nice
You
to be
can,
out of the clubs, huh?
the
You
killing
s-
ground.
You do some
Find
clubs
these-
still, but mostly it's
Find these
theaters,
DVDs
right?
in my car. You can buy these DVDs from my car, the back of my car. So just come down to Van Owen and Aldea, and you can buy DVDs and small appliances at a new store called the back of my car. Okay.
Did you ever work in a pornographic store?
Oh my God! Yes, for a short
You were
time.
a buffer.
Tell us that.
Oh,
Tell us that
no. I
about
worked in a
that.
porno bookstore. It was actually a newsstand and a porno bookstore. And I
The
knew I had
booth?
to quit. I knew I had to quit because one morning at about 6:30,
He wants to know
7
if it was
o'clock
in the booth.
No, I never did that.
The peephole.
No, and I never had nothing to do with that. But I knew I had to quit because it was like 7:15 in the morning on a Saturday morning, and I'd done the ice house that night, and I was doing this in the mornings, getting money. And this old Japanese man came in. The old man, he had a cock pump, big old dick pump like this. Takes it all out of the box, disassembles it. Disassembles it, and he says to me, I used this all night. It didn't work. I kept trying, but it doesn't work. You fix it. And I went, I'm not even fucking touching it. And I went, Mike! I called the manager out, and he gave me a new one. And another guy came in. Very large gentleman came in. We won't get into ethnicities or anything, but a big guy came in one day, and he goes, I ordered a commodity, and I would like to pick it up. And I said, well, what did you get? It's none of your business, but it should be in a very large box. And I'm like, oh, my God. So anyway, I call the manager out again, so he gets it, and the guy opens the box, and he pulls out a 6'6" fucking blow-up doll and unravels it, and she's flat. And, like, the beep thing goes up, beep, you know, as she unravels it. And he looks at it and goes, oh, yeah, come to Papa. And I'm like, I'm done. If there's a hell, this is it, and I got to get the fuck out of here. I can't take this anymore. So that was some crazy shit.
How many years did you work there?
Oh, no, I only worked there 3 weeks. Had to do something so unemployment would leave me alone. I called them up, and they said, you quit the job? I went, yeah, it's a porno bookstore. I'm a Catholic. I can't be in there. Oh, all right, never mind. That was the end of that. Remember, if you want to continue your unemployment, simply work at a porno bookstore a few weeks and then say you ain't got the goods. No, don't do that. I'm kidding.
When did you first smoke pot? 8 years old, 10, 12?
When I first smoked pot, I was 18.
I was
graduation
20.
party. How old were you?
20. I was 20 when I first smoked.
Wow.
And then 23.
When did you start smoking it on a regular basis?
Oh, 38.
I was 27. I was 27 before I started smoking on a regular basis. I was making a movie with Blake Clark and Kevin Pollak in 1984, a movie I wrote with the late Gene LaPelle. It was called Hollywood Highs. And it was all about the exploitation of drugs. And Pollak was doing Columbo in some sequences, and I was doing a whole bunch of different people like Telly Savalas and all that stuff. And Blake did John Wayne. He did a biker. Blake is a fantastic actor. He truly is.
That's it?
No, that's Hollywood High. That's not it.
Hollywood Highs.
This was Hollywood Highs. You're not gonna. I don't think you're gonna find anything on there for Hollywood Highs.
Nope.
No. Because see, the guys that I did it with, they figured out if you don't promote it, it's better. So
I'm all amazed, Redman. Who puts all this stuff on the internet? Is this what they call programmers?
No, it's just people that like have like an old movie they want to just put up there so people can see it. You know, like a movie like Hollywood Highs is a good example. If somebody had that on VHS or whatever, beta. They would probably, hey, you know what?
That's how you
want to know.
Yeah, that's how you find the old episodes of Soap, because they don't exist.
You really want to know
People
who puts
record
all of
them
that
on
up there?
television.
Kevin.
What?
I said you really want to know who puts all those videos up there? Kevin.
Did you watch Fernwood Tonight?
Fernwood Tonight.
Remember the Fernwood Tonight?
That was a great show.
That one
You can find that on YouTube.
Oh, yeah?
And then also Tom Snyder. Remember Tom Snyder?
Oh, yeah, Tom Snyder. Let me explain something.
He's got a good interview with the...
I have Tom Snyder a disc at home. I should get just part of it. He's interviewing people. He talks over them. He's worse than I could have ever been in my life. And he's smoking 100 cigarettes at once. And he's telling people that they're full of shit. And I don't know why I have him on the program, because I'm really upset with my own life and I'm a fucking drunk. And I loved it. That's
he had a good interview with Kiss.
Oh,
it was just great. Big Earl Seiko told me to watch that.
I had a car accident with Paul Stanley. Ran my Toyota right into the back of his big black car.
How long did you stay on the space shuttle before they came and picked you up? You know,
I told you I'm not allowed to talk about that, Brian.
The International Space Station.
You're like putting yourself in jeopardy. You mention names. You talk about classified information. You ask this man where he's from just to verify where he's from. I don't know.
So let me get this straight.
Who you really are.
So you're in character as soon as you get in the studio on set. You're in character.
No, I'm not a nut. I don't walk around in character. I get ready before I go on. I assume the character, what I got to be,
Now,
how
let's
I got
say
to
you get
feel, and when
something-
it's cut, I sit back.
Let's say you go to craft services and you get a sandwich or something. Are you still in that character?
No, not at all. I would be
So-
a pain in the ass. I hate actors that do, hey, I'm...
Do you want to be called your name as the character name? Like your name is Billy? Billy?
It's up to them. If they want to call me Joey or Frankie or whatever.
What do you
whatever
prefer?
my
Do you
name is.
prefer to be called a
It
character?
doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter. Sometimes
Doug One.
No, sometimes an AD won't know your name exactly, and they'll only know you as a character name, and they'll go Frankie, and you run over. That's all. It's not. I don't take all of that shit. Like, oh, they didn't know my name, and get the fuck out of here. You're getting paid to play act. You're getting paid to make believe you're somebody else. What's the fuck? There's guys that are getting COVID cleaning the fucking streets. So stop crying. And I'm not saying actors shouldn't stand up for their rights. It's just once you have a job making $40,000 a week, pipe down. Unless something's bad, relax. Now, don't make a mountain out of a molehill. You set a bad example.
Well,
for
some
people.
directors can kind of be tough on the.
You deal
Some
with that.
assistant director are dicks too. I remember one time I was doing working as an extra in some movie.
I'm not talking about accomplished people here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about young people who get one day and they act like an asshole on the set and fuck
like
themselves.
the guy from
accomplished actors.
He's talking about the
clarify.
guy from I forgot her name. There's an actor. He was on a show with a real cute blonde girl. In the 90s. Sarah and Gray or something like that. Sarah and Gray.
So many of them. What show? Do you remember?
On ABC. She's
What was the
Dharma and Greg. Well, Greg is a
Dharma
bad
and
guy to
Greg.
work with, from what I read.
Is he
Greg
difficult?
from Dharma and Greg.
He was from Wings.
He got into a fight with a script supervisor.
He came over from Wings.
Yeah, he got into a fist fight with somebody on a
Listen,
You'd have a problem with him, maybe. You guys
never
might
have a
bump
problem at
heads.
all. As a
You
matter
have
of
the
fact-
same
as a matter
kind
of
of
fact,
acting technique.
I had
perhaps.
something horrible fall out, man. There was a show called Dugout, a baseball show. I'd done a football
A
series.
porno.
Would you ever
No,
refuse?
Dugout. It was with Dean Cain and Christopher Lloyd. And I read for it, and I was supposed to do one day. They cast me as the bar manager for like 9 episodes. Like money, you go buy a house, and I don't know you anymore. No, I'm kidding. But
They don't pay as much anymore though.
No, but this was back a few years ago. But the point is, I was getting all set, and then that night, my agent called at 7:00 before we got any deal memo, and they canceled the show.
We got
So
Freddie.
It was bad.
I remember. Well, we're doing that movie with Robert Downey Jr. I think it was called something Nights, and he's like a ghost that goes inside people's bodies. And I was like supposed to be clapping, and B.B. King was playing, and then I got lost. And then this third assistant director told me, "Excuse me, sir, you shouldn't be there. Those are the actors. Your atmosphere."
Oh, I hate that shit.
And I told her, "What do you mean atmosphere? So you're in the background. Oh, extra." She said, "Yeah, but your atmosphere.
The first time
Just
you
don't
worked,
talk."
First time you worked back.
Because I changed clothes 2 times and they got mad.
You remember the first
Can I
time
ask you?
worked?
Can I ask you
And
10
they said
questions?
Atmosphere?
What?
The first time I ever worked in atmosphere, and I was standing there, I'd never been on a set. They go,
I was Earth.
Atmosphere.
gotta
And I
talk in
thought
the
they
mic.
were going to bring in smoke and shit. That it was us. We were the.
Can I ask you 10
Yeah.
questions, Felipe?
How about him?
Number 1, if you were a famous rock star, who would you want to be? Mick Jagger, Elvis Presley, Elton John, or Liberace?
Mick Jagger.
You know, I got something to say about this new song. It's like he's a hacky comic. His song is called "We're Living in a Ghost Town." You know, you and I, you know, the 4 of us could write a better song than "We're Living in a Ghost Town."
Maybe.
You know, it's just like, just stop. Stop
Yeah.
writing stupid songs that don't mean anything.
He should have stopped with Hollywood Shuffle.
You know, he's just writing songs because he can.
No, he didn't write Hollywood Shuffle.
Well, whatever the
Do
song he
the-
sang with
the
David Bowie.
Harlem Shuffle.
Do the Harlem Shuffle. Horrible video. two grown men with fucking trench coats.
Hey, let me tell you something, Daddy. Back in the day,
I'm gonna ask him these.
Coat meant
Can
you were going to dinner. Oh, I'm
Can I get him? Ask him some 10 questions.
Wuhan.
Number 2. Have you ever been attracted to your mother?
No.
All right, that's great. See,
But I remember one time one of my friends tells me, "Damn, your mom is fine, eh?" I wish you would have breastfed me.
number 3. Have you ever been attracted to your sister? That one's kind of hard to answer.
No, she was too little.
Too little, yeah. Number 4. Why do musicians love drugs so much?
A lot of free time.
Right. Number 5. What's the one thing you love about the United States of America?
Hamburgers.
I should have got your hamburger, huh? I figured you wanted the burrito.
A vegan one.
Oh, an Impossible Burger.
Impossible Burger.
Yeah. Number 6. Why are concert T-shirts too expensive? How much is your merch? You bet you're charging a bit for your T-shirts, huh?
I paid for a Tom Petty shirt $45.
Wow.
And that was the cheapest shirt there. Everything was $55. The sweatshirts were $200. And I said, he might die, so I'm going to buy a shirt.
And you're probably selling some shirts at your show.
$30.
And you show everybody wants a shirt, right?
Yeah.
And a shirt.
Do you like?
I saw $30. I saw face masks now.
Do you have to see the audience after the shows in the
Not
theaters?
anymore.
Yeah. I think it's safer for
done.
you to just get in the car and go home.
Man, stage left. I'm going to be like...
Felipe has left the building.
I'm going to be like George Carlin. I'm going to run out.
Yeah, I don't think it's good because you get people saying, well, I like that, and I didn't like that, and I like this, and,
Is it?
And people have bad breath, too. Like really bad breath. Like septic tank breath.
The opinions expressed upon
Like
this
the bar,
program.
like the trash can and El Compadre breath.
El Compadres.
There's merch right there.
Yeah, and this one's on clearance right now. You can get it for $10.
$10 right now,
And
man.
that's my favorite one of your
that?
shirts. I love that one.
Those are cool.
Number 7, it's... It says it's common for any lead singer to be difficult to work with. Are you difficult to work with?
I have been. Like if the money was too little and you're on tour with somebody and you're getting paid the same as the host, And,
That kind of rub you the wrong way.
And
Huh?
sometimes, man, you might not want a lot of money. Sometimes maybe you just want $25 more, which is okay, right? The ingredients is weed.
Number 8. Have you ever used the handicap stall in the public restroom?
Yes.
I prefer it. It's a lot more room. If I don't see any wheelchairs around the restaurant.
The handicap stall is like peeing on the floor because it's so low,
Right, but it's more room. I mean,
Yeah.
I go in the parking lot, I look around. If I don't see anybody in the handicap stall, sometimes I'll even go to the curb and look around. If I don't see anybody with a cane or a walker or, what the...
Or overweight.
Right, or... yes, overweight.
One big foot.
One of those orthopedic shoes where they put that big... that ledge. It's like a big ledge on the heel. And they act like they're okay, but you can see one shoe looks different from the other shoe. It's like a ski boot.
I think if you're pregnant
and a flip flop.
Yeah, man. I think they should make a law. If you're pregnant and have a plantar fasciitis, you should be allowed to park in the handicap.
Flat feet? Is that flat feet? The gout?
Bad arch. Yeah,
Bad
gout.
arch.
This pot is 132.
The what?
It's 132, when you read the THC.
Number
it's
9.
132.
Why do Europeans shower less than people from other countries?
I don't know. It's their culture, I guess.
I think it has to do with the fact that they
Wait a
live in
minute.
buildings.
These are Felipe's questions.
I'm sorry, I forgot for a second.
And number 10, another family question. Do you hate your mother?
No, I don't hate her.
Good. You delivered that answer real fast, so I believe you. A lot of people have trouble with their mothers. They wouldn't let you. They always say, you can't have it, you can't have it, you can't have it, you can't have it. That's all I heard growing up. You can't have it, can't have it. Well, why not? I mean, why just buy the kid some candy? What is the big deal?
Mine was, you're not the only one who lives here. You have other brother. Like that's why sometimes I would say, man, if I was the only brother, I would have excelled. Because I would have said, what, I want to join karate class. Sure you can. I want to be a Boy Scout. Sure you can. I want to buy a bicycle. Sure you can.
How many brothers and sisters
I have
do you
6 brothers, 1 sister. My sister P standing up.
Okay.
She used to wear men hand-me-downs.
Yeah, I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. 7. So you
We're 7 also.
Man, they must be so excited for you in your career. It's just great. It happened so organically, so naturally. You wanted to get into comedy. You got into it. You started. Like I said, I experienced it at the Laugh Factory, and then you were gone. I never heard from you again. One time I saw you, and I said hello, but you kind of you ignored me, and you even spit on me. But no, you blew up. You can't do the clubs anymore if you're doing that. If you're doing theaters, you just can't be in 2 places. You can't be on Midnight Madness at the Laugh Factory in front of a questionable amount of people and 3 drunks in the first row there. When you got 3,000, 5,000, 10,000.
I know you can't be going in there at midnight with the same crowd from the 8 o'clock show.
So I'm real happy.
We're going to roll the show over, all right? Because Dane Cook is doing it 2 hours.
Oh, man.
He just wrote a whole new bit with a straw. I was there, man, when Dane Cook did 7 hours.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, there was a time when
I was there.
Did the audience stay?
They're idiots. They stayed. Yeah. Bro, he went up at 11:30, and he got off at 7 a.m. in the morning. And I was next, and I remember I saw I saw comedians leave. I'm gonna leave, man. So I'm gonna stay here, bro. See what happens. So I stood there for 3 hours. It was like 12:45, and then I left. And then when I woke up, he got up at 7, and he bought everyone breakfast, Egg McMuffins, but this is the funny part, man. Everybody that was parked on Sunset got their car towed.
That's hilarious.
Okay, here's another one, eh? All the fucking Mexican and Guatemalan dudes that do the fucking ballet went home, man.
Oh, shit.
If you didn't know where the Laugh Factory parking lot was, you couldn't get your car. They literally left all the car keys in that little box.
Are you kidding?
Yeah, so you could have walked, grabbed the car, went to the parking lot. Well, this is a funny one, man. The manager was this Australian girl who's married with a nice guy. They went back to Australia for the insurance. Al Benny. Al Benny's wife told me, if you would have waited, I would have put you up next. And I said, what, to pass out napkins, biatch? Yeah, man, they were great.
Oh, I liked her a lot. His wife was just great.
She always put me on.
Man, she was nice, as sweet as hell. She liked us, yeah.
Jamie always has someone like answer the phone with a British or Australian accent.
So why did they go back? Because of the health insurance?
Probably.
Is that right? He's doing well, I think,
Yeah.
down there. But yeah, they were nice people. He was tight with Dane Cook, Al Dalbeni.
Yeah.
And that's funny. Yeah, they were having a contest there. All the comics were trying to beat the record. There was a record going on. Dave Chappelle was doing it.
I know, 4 hours.
And it was just...
I remember our show was just me, you, Tiffany, Leslie Jones, and Ashley Hamilton.
Tiffany's selling phones now. See her on the commercial?
She's selling
the
everything.
voiceover.
Yeah.
She's selling everything, man.
Man.
Groupon.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She's
Lego movie.
She's got what they call, like yourself, Your ticket has been punched. Whether you know it or not. I don't know if anybody told you that.
No.
I'm your friend. I can tell you that. Your ticket has been punched.
That's right, cocksucker. It's not but a hee-hee and a ha-ha. Your tickets have been punched at day one.
Hey, have you been on Joey Diaz?
I was there last week after the
man.
madness. You can't cancel me. I cancel you.
I live for this cocksucker.
I love Joey, man, because every story he starts off like you could be talking about something. 1979. Me and Joe Gaynor were at the back of the parking lot. You know what I'm saying? Me, him, and Chewy. There he is, right there.
Responsible for what you did when you were 18. I'm not going to hold you responsible.
I'm not going to hold you responsible.
I'm not going to hold you responsible.
So great.
Well, unless you
Not about the hee-hees and the ha-has.
If you kill somebody, you might want to hold them responsible. If
I know you killed somebody.
I mean, you can't overlook murder. Come on.
He goes, I kidnapped somebody. They don't give a fuck about him, but they give a fuck about that fucking open micer.
Yeah, I know.
Now, what happened to his sidekick who was there a long time?
Larry?
Lee?
Lee. He's a
there.
nice
He's still
guy.
there. Yeah,
Oh,
he's
Lee's still doing it?
Yeah, yeah. He's usually behind the camera.
Because of bah, 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 bah.
Yeah, I want to participate. He was funny. He had a funny answer machine once. I called him once and he'd
Don't leave
say,
a message.
Lee, if it don't mean anything, if it doesn't have anything to do with making money, motherfucker, I don't want to fucking talk to you about it. If this doesn't matter about making money in the fucking business, I don't want to talk. Oh, Jesus Christ! No, I just wanted to say hello.
Don't fucking text me, cocksucker.
Yeah, he still doesn't like text. He'll still yell at you if you try to text him sometimes.
Oh, he's not a. I like texting is good when you don't want to talk to the person. Like,
You pick up your phone like an adult and call me, cocksucker.
Joey probably can't text because this big ass thumb, man. You know, he probably gotta grow a long hangnail to fucking type.
Coke mail.
I don't do coke.
So yeah, your ticket's been punched, and it's fun when you see somebody blow up that you knew or know, and you're happy about it. Well, I always tell Redban, I say anybody can make money out of this business, my hat's off to them, because you know how difficult it is. That's why they need all the entertainment lawyers, because people won't pay you unless they have to pay you. They'll try to get away with a lot. Where's your favorite overseas place you've been?
Overseas, Rotterdam, Amsterdam.
Ooh. Yeah, they're pretty cool over there. They're enlightened. Everybody's happy. Nobody's giving anybody dirty looks, right?
No.
What are you looking at? In America, it's like, I'm just looking. I got to look someplace. I'm sorry you came into my line of vision. I'm sorry.
It's so like non-racial. They don't even call black coffee black coffee. It's just an Americano.
And in Southeast Asia,
I never been there.
The lady,
You been there? Southeast Chinatown?
No, but I've been to down in Westminster at Little Vietnam.
Saigon, little Saigon. When were you there last? Was it a movie or something? What were you working on down there?
Hey, I didn't come here to be questioned.
No. I mean, you had a stack of videos. You've been talking about acting. It's just a normal question. Were you working on a project?
What was I doing there? I was having mushu po.
Lady
I
boys.
frequently dine.
Lady boys, lady boys. I grew up and I felt different.
That's a lady boy. Whoa.
See, this is great though about some of these places in the world.
They're all ladies? They're all boys? Yeah. All of them.
You got to do. You got to.
Look at these guys walking around like, yeah, we're here in New Orleans.
Oh my God. That's all boys?
Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I'm glad I don't drink. You get fooled real bad.
Look at it.
You're a fucking idiot.
So how'd you like the bonus question? The bonus question.
Well, it's good.
The bonus question: if you were a dog, what breed would you be? And don't say Chihuahua.
Pitbull.
You know Carlos is Rocky?
Carlos Rocky, yeah.
Yeah.
Reno 911.
I started
El Pollo
with
Loco
him
dog.
up north. He's doing real well for
He's a
himself.
Taco Bell dog. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Yeah. Okay, are you ready for your 10 questions?
You ready, Joey?
Yeah, let me get my. Let me get the club off my car.
All right.
And come back with it.
Where would you go in the world if it was an all-expense trip and you didn't have to pay for anything?
In the world? Oh wow. I guess Europe. Have to be any particular city or just I would like.
I
to
can't
Sweden.
help. I can't help you with the answers to these questions.
Oh, no,
Sweden.
no.
How about you?
Sweden.
Liked it there, huh?
Stockholm, yeah. My daughter lived in Sweden.
Okay.
You know what? I'll
question
say
num-
that because I like that better. The Nordic countries, and then you can go to Holland and everything where pot's illegal and nobody.
Yes, Denmark.
Yeah.
Number 2. You like blonde or brunette?
Well, I don't want to sound sexist or anything.
All right,
but
forget
I
it.
prefer
All
blonde.
right, you know.
Blonde.
I prefer blondes. Yeah. I mean, not that I'm Romeo, but.
Some a real blonde though. Like I like to go when you go down on somebody and their pubic hair is actually blonde. It's like you won an Oscar.
It's
It's
fast.
like for
It
an
is.
immigrant, I feel like I'm making America great.
It's fascinating to see that.
Yeah, man. Like every once in a while, like you get one, it's real blonde and it's not gray. And you're like, whoa, man,
You're
this
like-
shit is like fucking Ric Flair shit right here. Woo!
It's full breed.
Full breed.
All your
man.
papers check out.
Hell yeah, man.
Yeah.
You feel like a
Yeah.
conqueror.
Okay, question number 3 for you, my friend. What is your best comedy experience?
Oh, that's easy. Opening for Richard Pryor,
Location?
Comedy Store main room, and
How many
in-
times?
in the original room.
Just trying to catch you in a lie. That's all.
The
Okay, what was
original room- What are you talking about? I did the when he was doing he was getting ready to do the movie that he shot in New Orleans, a concert movie, and I opened up for himself.
Dynamite? That's a good one.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
What is your best comedy experience?
Amsterdam, Rotterdam.
Oh, you're really, you're looking at real estate over there, I guess.
They inserted a chip in him when he was there.
Number 4, Joey. What's
Yeah.
your favorite movie star?
You know what?
If you don't have one, it's okay. How about
No,
you?
I don't have one anymore. De Niro, maybe.
Michael Shannon.
Okay.
He played.
I like Christopher Walken.
He looked like Christopher Walken. He played Dr. Green Thumb in I don't know. He did a lot of stuff, a lot of unknown stuff.
Number 5.
Yes.
What's your favorite movie?
Oh, wow. Actually, probably March of the Wooden Soldiers. Laurel and Hardy. That was when I was a
Your
kid.
favorite movie. Thank you. Very much.
Huh? My
Your favorite movie?
Romeo is Bleeding.
Oh, yeah. I saw it. I saw it. Is that the one where she pushes the window out?
I think so. And
She got no arm
She
or
cuts her
something?
arm off. Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, who's the guy in that one?
Gary Oldman.
Oh, yeah. He gets fucked up. He's bleeding all
He's
over.
bleeding, and there's a part where that guy he had a funny story. He goes, he's in a winter protection program. He goes, hey, he's eating pasta. He goes, this one time, man, me and Tony and God bless his heart, he passed away. But we were burning Louis, because he was talking to the feds, and we were burning him. And Joey looks at me and goes, doesn't he make a great fire? Yeah, and her, man, she's so pretty in that movie. Oh, everybody, man. Everybody's great.
Oh,
You know what? I
man.
changed mine. 29th Street. That's the one. Danny
20
Aiello.
that's a good movie.
Anthony
I have
LaPaglia,
like
yeah.
10 or 20 good movies, but one of them is Death Race 2000.
Death
with
Race
David
2000.
Carradine,
Carradine, yes.
Carradine.
where you get points for killing people with the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
29th Street is a good movie, though.
really?
I own it on DVD.
Frankie, you're driving me fucking crazy, Frankie.
question,
Tony, sing a song. Dad, I don't want to try your fucking pizza again, all right?
who is that lady?
Lena Olin.
Man, she's good, huh?
Yeah.
Hi, honey, I'm home. Jeez, whiz. So you never gonna leave the Who would leave the house if you had a wife like
Also,
that?
another movie that's also great and people don't know about it, right? It goes Right, it's up there with Romeo's Bleeding. Is Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead.
That's a great movie. Yeah.
With Christopher Walken.
3 Days in the Valley.
3 Days in the Valley.
3
Yes.
Days in the Valley's great.
I was just reading about that.
You know, you get a wife like that, you have to take her with you wherever you go. You can't leave her at home. There'd be like 10 guys waiting outside the back gate, just waiting for you to go away.
Yeah, leave her chained up to the bed.
I mean, you know, take her with
Now,
her.
you're telling me you think because she's beautiful, she would just give in to all of those guys?
You never been to just don't take her to the Comedy Store and have a bad set.
When I was first a regular there, I took a beautiful actress to the Comedy Store.
Okay, Joey,
Let's go.
We're on the question portion of the show right now.
Well, good. Start asking.
All right, number 5.
Yes.
We did that. We did the movie. All right, number 6.
Okay.
What was your favorite subject in high school? Probably be theater, huh? Probably theater and show. You know.
Well, it wasn't we had a theater workshop, which I liked a lot. But my favorite subject, believe it or not, was history.
History.
Social studies. Yeah.
I find that
How
hard
all
to
the
believe.
shit works.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
Painting.
Painting.
Yeah.
Let me see. You got both ears. Okay. Number 7. Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
No.
Are you a Jehovah's Witness?
No, but you guys are hiring.
No, these are questions that
I'm not.
The producers and
I dated a Jehovah's Witness girl. It's sad when we broke up. She came knocking every day like she didn't know. We to hide from her.
That was a scheme, huh? You wanted to get down.
You came knocking every day.
Number 8. Now these are some of the family-orientated questions that are, you know, they're difficult. They're uncomfortable for me to even ask, but you know these are part of the questions.
Yes.
Number 8. This one I suspect is going to be tough for you. Do you hate your mother?
No, not at all.
And you answered that one. That was a resounding no.
No.
A lot of people don't like their mother, you know. I had nothing against my mother, but, you know.
I probably hit her at one time when I was little.
Yeah, you hit him by accident. You didn't mean to knock the earring and rip the earring out of her ear, you know, and had to have it stitched up. And, you know, it's a big problem. Number 9. This may not apply. Do you hate your ex-wife, Joey?
I don't have an ex-wife.
I don't have an ex-wife.
Does not apply.
I have a wife now.
My ex-wife died, and everybody was saying to me, "How come you're not sad?" I said, "Hey, I feel like I won $2,800 a month for life." Okay.
Thank you for that. You know, you're sitting here with a goat.
Oh, Jay London? No, Jay London. Thank you.
Oh, Jay, I like Jay.
I'm quitting tomorrow.
Jay, look, paper's sticking. Look at that. It happens sometimes.
Jay's very funny.
Don't walk out on me. My parents walked out on me.
Best one-liners in the business.
How do you know a mountain? How do you know a mountain climbers over the hill?
Number 10, Joey.
My dad bought an Olympic-sized swimming pool. We went swimming every 4 years. Thank you. I'm quitting tomorrow.
Wasn't he on Star Search?
No, Last Comic Standing.
Last Comic
He
Standing.
did great on it too.
He was number 3.
And he passed the.
He went on tour and everything.
He had no records or anything. It's hard to believe he was squeaky clean.
Went on one night and he went, "I'm just going to try these jokes out before I retire."
Number 10, Joey. Have you ever considered hurting yourself?
No.
Tell the truth. Come on.
No, not at all.
You never wanted to kill yourself?
Nah. You see, I would never kill myself because why should I make people that hate me happy? Fuck them. I live on to torture them.
Right. Well, you have a lot of people that dislike you?
No, it's a joke. God almighty.
No.
I've never had a chance. No, I never had feelings to kill myself or anything like that.
There were no comics at the Comedy Store that hated your guts.
Oh, I don't. I had people. Look, I ran the Monday night sign up for Mitzi both at Sunset and Westwood for 4 fucking years. There's people that hate me because she scratched them off the lineup and they hold it against me.
Oh, órale, Paul Rodriguez.
Who cares? No,
Hey, what time he?
I worked with Paul. Paul was cool.
Órale.
We did his show Video Locos. That was fun.
Have you ever considered hurting yourself, Felipe?
Before, yes, not anymore. But not like stabbing myself, but like there was like if I was already doing a lot of drugs, and then like somebody bought more drugs, I would start doing more drugs. Right. Like smoking heroin and stuff like that.
And the bonus question, is,
Dun, dun, dun.
What law would you change if you could, Joey?
What law?
Maybe the acting laws, perhaps. Maybe the SAG.
No, nothing like that. That's all good. And again, I'm not talking about accomplished actors who do their job. I'm talking about the whiny people who make actors look bad. Anyway, what law would I change?
I would change the child support laws. I would make it a law that you could pay child support with community service.
Oh, you could pay child. That's a good one, you know.
Yeah, like you know,
you'd have to be sweeping up every
I'll be
single
sweeping
weekend.
the 405, the 605,
forever.
105. I would make a law. I would make a law that would say if you go into public service as a senator, a congressman, a governor, a mayor, you have to relinquish all stock holdings. So there's no nobody
Bank.
Nobody trying to you know what I mean. And you have to give all that up. If you have business, you have to sell it. You have no holdings. You're working for the fucking government and the people who elected you, and the people who didn't elect you. You're working for the people. So it's not a job where you're supposed to go and get fucking rich as hell and go from being a decent person to just another fucking chowderhead. So that would be a law I'd like to put in place if I could do anything.
So you don't like Trump?
I didn't like him when he had his fucking stupid show.
He's doing the best he can. If everybody would stop trying to get him in trouble, maybe he'd do a better job. Now,
you don't understand.
He stopped the goddamn virus at the border.
He's doing his job is hard. Don't you understand, man? That if you stop asking people for their immigration papers, you'll have less illegal immigrants here. So don't ask for papers.
Yeah.
You want to get rid of the immigration problem? Just don't ask people for their legal status.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Don't do the testing.
Right. That's right. No, you see, that's the perfect. That's it.
For real, man.
Yeah. Stop asking about legal status and get off the fucking horse.
You know, it's just like any place else.
Is it?
People want to better their lives. They want to help their families, and they're going to go where the economic opportunities are the greatest. As simple as that. That's what everybody's here is from someplace else, except if you're an American Indian.
Look, I got re-woken up during the 80s. The Contra
You like the casinos?
thing.
You like working at casinos? Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
No, just real quick.
They pay pretty good, huh?
Cash.
Yeah, well, you miss working them now, right?
When you work at a casino, they don't care if you don't bring anybody in. They're not worried about ticket sales because they give half of the fucking tickets away anyways.
Yeah.
So 50% of the casinos already filled up before you even showed up, and the other tickets they sell them or you win. They give them away from the radio stations. So you're just there to perform and make sure these people stay to gamble after the show.
Right. Yeah, they'll come to see you, and then they'll hopefully they want them to spend a little money in a casino.
You ever worked New Jersey?
Yeah, I have.
You ever been heckled by Nicky Scarfo's wife?
No, I never. Who's Nicky Scarfo?
No, there was a guy, a comedian I met at the Laugh Factory, the older guy. He used to have a bit about a record. He'll do a bit about a record player.
Look at that
He'll be like this. He'll make the noise of a record. What's that?
Don't you hate that when you put your arm down?
You're magnetic, bro.
I don't know if it's maybe it's what was the relative humidity, I think. But look at that.
I mean, you have an iron efficiency.
Sometimes it happens at a restaurant with the napkin.
Your blood's rusty.
It's uncanny, you know. This is more.
You have sticky hands. You want to steal something.
Or maybe it's a ghost, Joey, huh?
The ghost of Sticky Fingers Lopez.
It's the ghost of up your ass.
Oh, hey.
Why did Brian Blue? He needed the money. Oh, hey. Whoa, hey.
Okay, the bonus question for you now, and the last question of the question portion of the show.
Did I answer the bonus question?
I've done your podcast. Do you remember?
Yes. The What's a Fool podcast.
Oh man, I had a great time. What's your friend's name there? He's a nice guy.
Rodrigo Torres.
Man, he kicks ass. Nice guy.
Rodrigo Torres, he had a Joe Diaz imitation contest against Joe Rogan one time.
I was there that night.
Yeah, how was it?
It was
good?
hilarious because he did the hand.
The
thing
hand.
too.
I heard that's what won.
Yeah.
Because he did the keys.
Yes. Yep.
Because Joe Rogan has the voice to the T, but the mannerisms, and Joey, I think Rodrigo does the breathing.
Yep. It was beautiful.
Okay, your bonus question is what law, if you could change, if you could, what would it be?
I already did the child support one.
Oh, is that right?
Get a new
pick
bonus
another
question.
one.
Pick another bonus question.
Legalize heroin.
All right, let me see.
You're off today.
Oh, here's the bonus question. He's already done the bonus question. I didn't ask you the bonus question from this page.
No, go ahead.
What kind of breed of dog would you be if you could be a breed of a dog?
Black Lab.
Black Lab matters.
A Black Lab. Black Labs matter. Oh, man. No, but I would be a Black Lab.
I thought you'd be a standard poodle with your acting background.
You know,
those are the ones
there
that win
are boundaries that no man should cross. You know what you've done, Brian. You know what you've done.
Well, this is.
You must atone, Brian.
How are we doing on time?
How about your interest? You read your interest.
Yeah, what are you interested in? You didn't ask me what I'm interested in. Maybe I have some interests that are interesting. Maybe people would be interested in what I'm interested in. That's mutual interestingness. People want to follow on the Twitter and on the Skype.
You were doing stand-up comedy when there was hookers on Sunset, huh?
Yeah, me and when I was a doorman.
Like actual hookers, right? Walking around Sunset Strip?
And when I was a doorman there and MC, if it was raining, we'd bring all the girls in the side door and we'd get them hot coffee and let them sit there until the rain died down. Or if the cops were rounding them up, me and Harris would hide them in there. Hey, man, they never bothered anybody.
What was that big old... I don't know if it was a riot in Hollywood or a protest, and they brought in buses and they started arresting people.
When was this?
Like in the 1980s in Hollywood, right there on Sunset.
Maybe that was during
They
the
arrested
strike.
a bunch of comics.
That was during the strike.
That was during the strike. They didn't arrest any comics. No. There's so many fairy tales about the fucking strike. The strike was at first, all these regulars marching up and down. A couple of weeks went by. And it was some regulars and some Monday nighters, as they were called, marching up and down. Then it became Monday nighters and their friends. And then it became people you'd never seen before who were wondering when the comedy stars were going to show up. So, I don't know who wrote that. So I haven't read it. But everybody has a different memory or what they perceived. I know that the TV show, it was a lot of good acting, but I didn't. The material wasn't anything 70s. I mean, where was the Vietnam War? Where was all of that they should have been doing? But
so,
is that your new book?
I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do the items of interest for all our listeners that really like that. But it was more important for me to talk to you.
Not me.
And you.
Oh, okay.
And and so
we could cut that out, Brian.
And so why don't you just tell us what you want to promote anything, or you want anything? This is the time that you get to plug.
I'll soon be starting the Full Gaynor Network on YouTube.
What is that?
The Full Gaynor Network on YouTube. And that's in the works. I'm also, I was just about to produce a one-man show. We were going to do the first preview to see how it, and then we had COVID and everything went down. So, and shows I was producing had to all stop, and stand-up shows. And they were for money. So I don't believe in booking comics to drive 100 miles so they can do an extra 10 minutes if they bring another comic. So, I'm doing that and a lot of writing. This has been a good time to write because there's so much time. So you sit down and write. I was writing for Argus Hamilton, Comedy Store tonight, and that was a lot of fun. And I just continue. I pulled a couple of scripts out that I reworked to bring them up to date. See if there's if we ever go back to this. See what happens. And maybe and been doing quite a few podcasts. I will be doing again the podcast from the Surly Winch in Tucson, Arizona. That is hosted by Roxy Merari, a very, very funny comedian, and you can check that out at her Facebook, Roxy Merari, and it's called Comedy from the Wench, or Comedy Outside the Wench, or something like that. The Surly Wench is the name of the place. You could never have that name in L.A. A Surly Wench. They'd burn the joint down.
Is that the place that's at the hotel? Like there's a bar?
No. This is a bar, and then they have the room cut off on the other side for comedy. And when there's comedy, it's a really cool show. I've done the show there, and I really enjoyed it. And it's a good crowd. Tucson's a great town. It's a college town, and the university is right down there, and it's a really cool town. I like it a lot, and a lot of young, funny people there. And I'm doing everything I can to have them stopped.
Hey.
So, you know what? When Frank Sinatra died, there were a lot of guys walking around going, "What did we do?" I don't know. Frank didn't say. Oh, fuck. Oh, okay. When Frank died, Italians were going, "Hey, you hear Frank Sinatra died?" "Hey, I was at the track. I don't know nothing. I was at the fucking track." And, of course, I'm also Irish. I'm Irish, Italian, and Spanish. That's why I'm high-strung and overweight.
Anything else?
I don't know. What else you got?
Thank you.
Are we done?
We're done. Unfortunately, you've used all the time up, and we don't have time to talk to Felipe now. Go ahead, Felipe. Tell us what you want to tell us.
What's up, fool?
I love that.
We're gonna be shooting High School Highs 2 with Joey Gaynor. I'll be playing Freddie Esparza's part, the Freddie Esparza story. It's gonna be something. Eh? We never know, man. We might bring Quentin.
What will you be? Oh yeah,
remember him?
Tow truck.
Tow truck.
Oh yeah, I met him.
He was the first guy.
Him
and
guy.
He introduced me to the Latino night, but then I never saw him ever again.
I saw him at the place over in Silver Lake. Cha-Cha was.
You didn't you didn't know Freddie at all.
No, I didn't know him.
You would have been good at the group that he had. He had the first Latin improv group.
Was Cha-Cha, right?
Yeah.
And Larry Omaha.
And what's his name? Barcena.
Willie Barcena.
Willie Barcena.
My buddy.
I'm check out my podcast, What's Up Fool Podcast. I have no shows coming up. They're all canceled, postponed. So yeah, man.
Felipe'sWorld.com.
Felipe'sWorld.com, people. And I have a Netflix special. It'll come out, I don't know when, man, with everything that's going on. It's going to be in 2 specials. One in English and another one in Spanish.
Oh, that's so smart.
Bilingual.
Yeah. No, all Spanish and one other one all English. So it's 2 specials. I translated the other one in Spanish. I was going to Tijuana, Mexico once a month to work it out.
Man, that is so great.
That's cool.
So we'll see, compadre.
Well, thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me. Good seeing you again, Joey Gaynor with a leather jacket.
Very good to see you.
Thank you, Redban.
My leather jacket.
And we'll see you next time on Dead Air.
Thank you,
guys,
Brian,
for coming
very
on.
much. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you.